Check. All right. I should do almost anything other than this right now to start my day, but it just feels so good. Oh. We're going for our 100th win of the season.
Stadium in Newark, New Jersey. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers.
I was apparently going to play this last night and just like stopped it because I was too tired, because otherwise this wouldn't have started up like this. So that's good for us. Oh, this is what... God, this...
Hey everyone, it's Boog Sciambi. Welcome to the show.
Boog Sciambi. I feel like he sounds like somebody who I've seen somewhere, but I'm fairly certain I've never seen him call a game anywhere for anything in real life. Buddy? Oh, buddy. What a happy guy. We're gonna play in this boring ass park. Just because we've never played in it.
We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Okay, all set to go. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. That's in for a strike at 95. And that's how this game gets started. And there's the strike. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away.
0-1.
Did a nice job right there.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. You have to regroup here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One out, base is empty. Foul ball still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
This is brutal. Like, I hate these. I hate these at-bats so much because they just fucking ruin your
Strikeout
pitchers.
stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball one. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Meadows makes the catch, and that is that. Royals nothing, Tigers do. And here is Wenzel Perez.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Line drive, Witt. The throw to first, one up, one down. And now here is Parker Meadows. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. In there for strike one. Meadows with a homer in his last game. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side, Isbell on his way over. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Matt Vierling in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Down to the dirt.
It's a brutal fucking inning.
Perez out to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. And we're back. Top of the second. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Wilson Contreras. That clips a corner. Contreras, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Torkelson should have this one. Makes the grab. One up, one down. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. That one ripped left field. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Jonathan India in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Towards first, slides for the stop. Nicely done for the out. Back now at Forbes Field, bottom of the inning. Here's Gleyber Torres. Marsh back to work. Ripped to short. And quickly one away in the second. Here's Riley Green, the American League leader in batting average this season. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next is the designated hitter, Colt Heath.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
This one spoke, could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Keith, the runner at second with 1 away. A plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, bro, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Right through there for a strike.
It's fucking wasty at bat.
At second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. On the ground. And it gets by him. Jump throw across his body. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Tigers grab 1 on this RBI double. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And now the right fielder, Nelson Velasquez. That one's in there. 0-1.
That's a good pitch there.
No ball.
Really
1
had
strike.
some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, put a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
And a swing and a miss. That pays his 3rd of the game.
Wow, short work to send them packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way.
1 ball, no strike.
Pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Isbell went deep in his most recent game. And that's a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could.
There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
I hate base stealing. There's so much in this game.
Line
Fuck
drive,
this
base hit
game.
into right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with one out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Stepping in, Michael Garcia. Base hit center field. Into
Just putting on a
score
fucking
for
clinic
third.
here.
And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Runner on the go. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Squeezes it, and there's two away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there.
That'll get 2 in.
One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In to score from first. And it's 3-1.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Absolutely punished that pitch.
It's cool because the wheels are coming off.
109 off the bat.
And that is that. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hit hard.
They're not going to let me win this game.
Witt over to
That's
first. And a quick out, number 1. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. Grounded out to short in his first trip. In there, and it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Up the middle.
Out.
Tosses to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play. 2 outs. Base is empty. Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. And it's fouled away.
Meanwhile, this guy's just like fucking cutting me down so quickly.
Left field.
Out.
Isbell under it. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Just
Ball
missed.
outside.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Jonathan Indy at the plate. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a
No,
ground
that's a
ball.
ball.
And that's just foul. High fly ball out towards left field. Green going back. And brings it in at the wall. 2 down, bases empty. Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an
1-2
count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Goes down looking. Offense held. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And out number 1 on the grab.
He's just getting me out so fucking quickly. Like, this pitch count is absurdly low.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And the batter now, Riley Green. Outside corner, there's a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Sometimes being
No
lucky
balls,
is a
2
swing
strikes.
and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
The next offering misses. Going to count 1-2. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Flips it from the ground. That's one. What a double play that was.
Just, they're not going to let me
Getting
win this
started.
game no matter
It's a
what
play for
happens.
Kansas City. Kyle Isbell.
It's clear that like every fucking close play is
Breaking
going
ball,
against me.
inside. Ball one. Isbell, 28 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games.
Yeah.
And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Liner, base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So the Royals batting order turns over. Jacob Young steps in for the Royals. And he lays down a bunt. There's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
One play situation here. He's been working up in the zone.
Runner on the go. In the air to left center. Green settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. There's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over
0-2.
as it begins in this situation.
Yep. Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So back here at Forbes Field. Now Colt Keith. Marsh. back
30
to work.
pitches is fucking
Out to
absurd.
center,
This guy is destroying me.
calls it in, and there's one away. Spencer Torkelson.
We've got. I just
up
have
now
to,
for
as
the
a rule,
Tigers.
stop swinging at the first pitch
That's out to center field.
because obviously this is fucking wrecking
Young
me.
calls it in, and there's 2 away. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers.
This guy's gonna go
Rounding
complete
out his
game.
First time. Pitch in the dirt.
1-0.
1-0.
This game is fucking awful.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And that extends the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ibanez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that chance handled. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Back to the top of the Detroit order. And the batter will be the shortstop, Wenzel Perez. He's grounded out a couple of times. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
1 ball,
The
2
shortstop
strikes.
takes the ball.
Ball.
And that's
That's a
off
ball.
the inside edge. Ball
Count
three.
is full.
So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Rogers at second. Ibanez on at first with 2 down. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
2 outs, bases full. And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows. In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1
Tough
strike.
situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Right side, hard hit. Fires to
He's
first.
out of there.
Out to escape a base. And the first offer in the fastball for a strike.
Well, the bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
All right, now, he
0-2.
may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything. Close to the zone.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Ball, that's low.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say,
That's a
how did I
ball.
miss that? But, you know, it happens.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Meadows on the move, unable to get there, and it's in the gap. And he's got a double. The throw in.
He's been swinging it really well. They put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
And down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. And here it comes. Nice grab. Fires to first. Pretty nice.
That is so like the story of this game. Just a close out at first every single fucking time.
Knocks the ball down and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Good take by
That's
Torres.
inside ball.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Velasquez puts it away. 2 down. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the center field. And that keeps the inning going. Colt Pete digs in now. On the ground, right side, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. And the Royals manager making his... Now at the plate, Spencer Torkelson. That one at the knees for a strike. Strike two, and there's a real chance
They're
they get
brutal.
out of this without allowing a run.
2 strikes.
Brutal swing.
Two on, 2 outs. Runs
Everything just
down
works for
6 to
them.
record the punch out. In for a strike, 0-1.
Well, these Royals really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
This is one of the most frustrating games I've ever played in this game.
Strike on the outside. And it's 0-1.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And here comes
Pitching for the Tigers, number 48, Brent Turner.
swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And that turns the lineup over. Digging in, Jacob Young, 1 for 3. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Now one
That's
miss.
a ball. 1-1.
Runner takes off. Fouled off down the right side. Struck him out swinging. Well done behind the dish. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief, because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you
0-1.
do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And that one fouled off. Two outs. Just off the
that's out.
outside edge. And that's ball 1. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Nicely. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Late with the swing there.
Well, these Tigers looking to string together
0-1.
better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a miss.
And you
0-2.
got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
That one
Ball
just
out.
misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That's off the inside corner. And the count is even, 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. And he'll be safe at first. Andy Ibanez will hit next. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to...
Bro. Hey. Good pitch.
Close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Yeah, anything.
With the tying run at the plate, you're the bottom of the 7th. On the ground, could be
But
2.
instead it's a double play.
Fired to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh man, what
Yeah, no way I'm winning this game.
that was a thing of beauty from
They just won't let me do it. It won't happen.
Wenzel Perez, the next to hit. And
Ball.
takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
To the right side, India. Over to first, out number 3. 1 error in the end. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Right through there for a strike.
It's so tedious to keep pitching, too, when you're not hitting.
Really good hitter right there.
Strike on the
It
inside.
just feels shitty.
With 2 down. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Fought off foul. Herder in his 2nd season, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases.
And here comes
Pitching for the Tigers. Number
Salvi
55.
steps into the box now. There's a strike. Fastball for a strike.
It's just this game feels like the slowest march to an assured loss. That
Off the
No,
mark
that
there.
missed. That's the ball.
And that is ball.
you could tell it was off from the very
So
beginning.
Very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you
That's
take that.
foul.
1 out and a runner at 2nd, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Pasquantino, the next to hit, takes outside.
1-0. Yeehaw.
This one in the air. Rogers has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Kansas City, but they still lead it 3-1.
Maybe we'll pull a rabbit out of our hat.
As we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Chris Bubich.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Meadows leading things off and taking a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Lucas Erceg, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Harvey getting loose as well. Swing and a miss at a
0-2.
slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track. This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
That one
1-2.
misses, and the count is 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Whips it to
They've
first.
been fucking
And
devastating.
then quickly 2 away.
They have
Here's
been
Gleyber
fucking
Torres.
destroying me
That's a
in every
huge
conceivable way.
To play in the late stages of the game, it might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it
That's the
needed to be
ball.
made. That's helping your team.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And no one can get there. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. But he's in there easy.
Every single piece of offense I've had has been like a 2-out,
Swing
just
on that one as he drove it out to deep left.
like
Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity.
everything is
to
going
fence,
wrong
but
today.
You're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Witt zips it to first. And the inning is back now at Forbes Field. Now here is Jonathan India. And that drops in for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
That one drilled left field. Green makes the grab. 1 away. Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals. To the right side. And that squirts through.
God, just fucking like end this game. This game is a
So,
lost
man
fucking
aboard.
cause.
Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals.
Yeah.
Check swing called strike. That's
0-1.
strike 1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Foul ball still 0-2. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. He goes down looking. And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. There's the strike at the knees. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Cut on and miss, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Leave one. As the lead remains 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Last chance for the home team at the plate. Colt Heath. First pitch
No, that missed.
just
That's the ball.
misses.
1-0.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Isbell makes the grab, 1 down. And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 3 in this
It just
one.
feels like there are games. I know, like, you know, you win and lose in games over so many
Swing and a miss.
games in baseball, but like it does feel like there are some games where the game just decides you are not going to win and you're not going to get any breaks. And if you swing at things like that too, you're definitely not going to win. So
Next pitch
1 ball, 2
misses
strikes.
way outside.
but this game has been incredibly frustrating from that standpoint.
And there's the ball.
2-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one
Ball.
misses, and the count's full.
We got a full count.
The Royals up by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Velasquez makes the grab, 2 down. So last chance for the Tigers. And now the catcher comes up to hit, Jake Rogers. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire.
miserable. I really want to bury them today, this game. But of course, I'm running out trash pitchers probably. Okay, now I've got one of my decent pitchers.
And this is the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. All right. Ready to go, and stepping in is the speedy Jacob Young. Edge of the zone for a strike, and we're underway in Detroit. Up and in, and now it's even 1-1. That one hit to right. Vierling puts it away for the out. So up next, Michael Garcia. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And first offering is fouled off. That one catches the corner for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. And that's in there at the knees. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 1st, and now it's going to be Parker Meadows. Slider right there.
Sometimes the game feels easy and the game feels very fucking hard right now.
He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve in there at the knees for a strike. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. He's in there.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Next to hit, Matt Vierling. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And there's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. in the dirt, squirts away from Perez. Play at the plate.
Man, that ball got far.
I knew I shouldn't have done that, and I just fucking wasted it. I'm gonna lose this game too. Holy shit.
That's hard.
That was the run.
Young makes the grab. And there are 2 down. Here's Riley Green.
Holy
3 for
shit, I'm
7
gonna
in the
lose this
series
game
so
too.
far. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Oh, he looks to have some
0-1.
quality stuff on the hill today.
You
Starting
cannot
second out,
fucking
have
blow
one of his
shit
own,
like that
arm is
and
loose
win.
Firing him in there.
Popped up. Garcia. And that will end the inning. Back at Comerica Park.
It's an
Wilson
excruciating
Contreras
day
now
so
up to the
far.
plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Contreras, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Next offering is fouled back. And that
That's a
one
ball.
missing low.
The game just does not want me to score lately. Like the last few games, like
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Salvador Perez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Torkelson settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. That one's in there. 0-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, bottom half of inning number 2. And now, Spencer Torkelson. And a ground ball to
God
first.
damn it!
Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That just misses. And that's ball 1. And that one missing
That's
inside a sharp slider. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
This one in the air, right field. Velasquez hauls it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. Drove in their only run in last night's game. Into center and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Andy Ibanez now at the plate. Late swing fouled off. Keith leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back.
I'm not seeing the ball well either.
Struck him out looking. So
The lack of offense and just pitching is really getting to me.
fastball for a strike.
Even when you're pitching well, it's not fun if you can't score.
You gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And a pitch. That one the other way. Makes the grab, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
On the corner for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Now here is Dairon Blanco. Top of the third, no score. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So the batting order turns over, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. No throw, he's in there safely. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. This one in the air, center field, Meadows. And that is that. So 1 left for Kansas. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach McKinstry. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Aye. 0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ground ball right side. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. That one's in there, 0-1. McKinstry gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a strike in there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball 1.
Way to let off that pitch down.
2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him.
Just give me some fucking offense. Oh my God.
He just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off to 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
It's like not fun.
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. Lifted in the air down the left side. And it falls. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Waste no time there. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just got.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it drops in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. I really like like the approach of that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, did get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field.
And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. High fly ball down the left field line. Blanco snags it. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Hey, buddy.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. He's 0 for 1. Splits the plate, strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That's ripped, base hit. And now 2 aboard. And the throws offline, safe at third. Here is Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. Popped up, foul territory.
And he immediately shits the bed.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that will end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the 4th. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Hit in the air, left field, and it's caught for the out. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. There's the strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right
0-1's
now.
the count.
Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Next
0-1.
offering is downstairs.
I got a ball.
1 out,
strike.
base is empty. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Swing and a miss. Jack Flaherty picks up the strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals.
That's a ball.
And that's down and away.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Ball, that's high.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Just off the outside edge.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion,
No,
so
ball
something in
4.
the gap should definitely score it. Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Swing and a drive, deep right field, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Buddy.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Swing and a ball lined out towards center and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Andy Ibanez digs in now. Struck out looking his first time. Foul ball. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. And next up for the Tigers, Zach McKinstry. Singled and scored his first time. Just missed.
Outside.
Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Strike two.
Oh, hey, Patch.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that's way high. Full count now. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Two outs. On the ground. To second. India. That ends the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That one catches the zone. Going one. India, the former rookie of the year, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Late on that fastball.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Outside low. Now 1-2. Popped up. McKinstry settles under this one. He's got it. And there's one down. So digging in, Nelson Velasquez. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Vierland moving under this one. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. One down, base is empty. And that misses. 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. This one high in the air to left center. Meadows pulls that one down, and there's 2 down. Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Look out.
Timeout.
And
That
it
ball
hit him.
got him.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Blanco, the runner at first with 2 gone.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball popped up. Torres sizes this one up, brings it in, and that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now Parker Meadows. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling.
Fastball grew
Can't hit any fucking dingers anymore.
Done with that pitch, a hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in
That
the
could have
air,
been one.
drive it into the gap.
Activity in the bullpen for the Royals. Hunter
Maybe not.
Harvey, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Schreiber getting cranked
Nope,
up as
that's a
well.
ball.
Maybe not with
That
Vierling's
misses.
power.
Ball 1. Now one
2-0.
miss.
1 strike.
Next pitch, a
3 balls,
slider
1
that
strike.
misses outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
The count's full.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts.
I refuse to take a walk.
Chris, third time
I'm gonna
through
make
the
sure he
order,
strikes
and a
me
couple
out.
quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
And that one ripped to left. Blanco makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Lifted in the air, right center field.
The fuck?
And it drops in.
Torres.
Runner aboard to start the inning. And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a ball.
I'm so
popped in the
fucked.
air. And it falls. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
In for a strike. And the count is 1-1. A little bit
Ball
low.
2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch.
2
Couple
balls,
runners
1 strike.
on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Got it! And that is a big first out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. On the ground, right side, Torres. In plenty of time. The first, third out, and that ends the frame. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Harvey.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
This to third. Oh, and it hits the base. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Keith will hit next. Just missed. In the air, left field. Blanco makes the play, and there's one away. So up next, Andy Ibanez, 1 for 2. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Torres leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That's a laser base hit. Coming home. He'll score.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part.
Buddy. Little buddy. Hi, little buddy. I know this guy.
Part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
And now the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. In the air out towards right center. Young on the move. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Ripped to right. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Back here in Detroit, Jonathan India at the plate.
Second baseman, Jonathan India.
Flaherty back to work. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Green settles under it, corrals it, and there's one down.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jack Flaherty won't go any further tonight. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone now. 2 down, bases empty. Dairon Blanco getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. The other way, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Torkelson makes the catch. And that is that. Royals lead 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John Schreiber.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched
Ball
this
1,
season,
no strike.
and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And another
back
ball.
down.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Young grabs it on the run. And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, right field. Velasquez makes the catch. 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
They say you win.
2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Right through there, got him. And it's a 3-up. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. Foley, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field, and the leadoff man aboard. Bobby Witt Jr., the next to hit. In there for strike 1.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Makes the catch for the out. Here comes Wilson Contreras. 1 for 3. Torres. 1 at second. Out. Double play. He can't seem to break through. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Tigers 4 and the Royals nothing. Back back at Comerica Park. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Drilled out towards left center field. Young brings it in. One down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Around first, heading for two. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Next to hit, Colt Pete. And the sweeper is in for a strike. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0. And next up for the Tigers, Andy Ibanez. And a foul ball. That to right. And that'll get down for a hit. And now two aboard, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
A couple of singles back to back. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
That's
Ball
a
one.
little bit low. Next pitch is outside. And downstairs. Grounder might be two. Garcia to second, and that's two. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up for the Royals. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Line drive, makes the catch, one down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Base is empty, one away. You're at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Royals down to their final out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
India stands in now and watches strike
0-1's
one.
the count.
They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the
0-2
zone.
the
Hitters don't
count.
have time to think in between pitches.
Got it, and that's the ball game.
Triple-digit wins, 100 wins. That's hard to even look at. You kind of blink your eyes to make sure that it says what you're reading. But an incredible season. This is an elite team, and there are few teams, few players in the history of the game that have been a part of a club that have won this many games.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Sciambi. We'll talk to you soon. Today, all eyes are on the mound. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Athletics. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, ready to go here. And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. That's a little high. And we are underway in game one of the series. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 1-1. Ripped to third and caught. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt Vierling. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1's the
Well, he
count.
threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Line drive, base hit. just kind of sliced that one into center.
Batting third, left fielder, Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green, leading the AL in batting average. The sweeper catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. Fires to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet.
0-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. And that one upstairs, ball one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Center field, Meadows. And makes the grab. One away. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. First offering, and it just misses. One out, bases empty. Now a blooper back behind short. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. And now Brent Rooker. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Now, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
Two outs, bases empty. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Second inning set to go. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Pitch misses, ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
That one ripped. Butler going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Gleyber Torres. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Good take by Torres. Torres starting up the middle at second, hitting fifth in today's lineup. And he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's going to be Andy Ibanez. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Andujar racing over to make the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Colt Pete digs in now. There's a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering way off the plate.
Let's go, Jeffrey.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he grounds one to the right side. Geloff tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. That one fouled off. Manning ready to fire now. And it's 1-1.
James Kingsley working
I
the
got one
plate.
ball, one strike.
Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about.
One ball,
Players
two
appreciate the
strikes.
job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring,
That's a
or is
ball.
it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the
0-1's the
zone
count.
these days, that's a devastating combination.
Right through there for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Torkelson
Got
takes
him.
it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Swinging a foul straight back. In there at the knees.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a pop-up. Keith squeezes it, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the A's. We'll move to the third. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. Springs back to work. Foul ball there.
Ball
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good job to fight that one off. Next
Ball 2.
offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up on Duhar. Giving chase. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one away. And now Jake Rogers. Just
Ball 1.
missed. And that's
That's ball 2.
downstairs. And the count is 2-0.
2-0.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Up and
I got
in,
3 and 2.
and that's ball 3. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So the lineup flips over. And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one.
He has a tendency to
No
chase
ball,
out of
2
the
strikes.
zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And now
Inside,
1
ball
and
1.
2. Outside. and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Yeah. That's in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Andujar matched a homer in his last game. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball still 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
It's a good
Mike has been off for God knows how long. Oopsie.
good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Tyler Soderstrom, batting with one down, takes the strike. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an
0-2 is the
0-2
count.
count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the third baseman, Brett Harris. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for this. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Matt Vierling. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it.
Damn.
Calls it in for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch.
Just
Man, he's gonna want that
starving
one
for
back, no
dingers
doubt.
here.
Green, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often, so got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a
1-1.
pitch, especially early in the count.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Spencer Torkelson will hit next. And he
Oh.
swings and misses at the initial offering.
He's
0-1's
gotten
the
into
count.
a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
4th inning underway, no score. Gonna count 1 and 2.
That's inside. Ball 2.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Torres in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average. And that's what's
Ball, that
allowed him
pitch
to
is
pitch
out.
well up until this point.
Torkelson off of first with 2 away. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful
One ball,
backdoor slider
2
right there.
strikes.
If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Next
Full
pitch
count.
is inside, and the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ripped on a line, and there's a hit. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Andy Ibanez now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in, coming home. Relay throw. Save. He beats it. And they take a 2-run lead.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So runner at second, 2 down. And the batter now, Colt Heath. And that's
Ball
a little
that
high.
side.
Man at second. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Rounds third,
Huge.
headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well done, drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Fly to left his first time. Man on second, 2 down. Off the
Ball,
plate,
that's out.
and that's ball 1.
Puppy.
In the bullpen, Tyler Ferguson preparing to come on if needed. Leclerc also getting ready. That's in there. 1 and 2.
One
Runner
ball,
at second, 2
2
down.
strikes.
Top half of inning number 4.
Ball, that's outside.
And the count is 2 and 2. Way high.
Count's full.
Jake Rogers up next for the Tigers. So now
That
2
pitch is
on
up. Ball 4.
and 2 outs.
Now batting catcher Jake Rogers.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Noah Murdoch.
So at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Hot shot to third. Zips it across. They limit the damage here. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Tigers 3 and the A's. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Right fielder Lawrence Butler.
Pulls that one foul.
You know, these Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No play. That's an infield single. Man at first, nobody out. And here is Jacob Wilson. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and the order coming up right behind him. This
McKinstry. There's one, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now a chance for Brent Rooker.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That clips the corner. Hit in the air, right field. So a man at first. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-1.
Rooker off of first with 2 away. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's towards center. Meadows on his way over. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. Line to left. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting right fielder Matt Vierling.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. 1 for 2. That one blasted deep to right.
Give me a
That's
dinger.
back. Going, gone. His 17th of the year, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now the left fielder, Riley Green. 0 for 2 in this one. And a base hit up the middle.
Now batting the first baseman.
Man at first,
Spencer Torkelson.
stepping in, Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Here comes Gleyber Torres. He's 2 for 2. Roll to short, could be 2. Here's Geloff for 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Detroit adds 2 on this homer, and the lead is now 5-0. Bottom of the inning, here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And that's in for a strike. Geloff, in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. That's outside. 1-2 the count. Swings through it for the K. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season.
Up next for the
This is J.J. Bleday. First time up was a pop-out. And that one fouled off. And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Here's Miguel Andujar. His first at bat was a strikeout. And there's a foul ball.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Swings and
No balls,
misses.
2 strikes.
And it's 0-2. Next
Ball.
offering misses down and away. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And the A's are gone in order. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Murdoch back to work. Popped foul out of play off to the right.
Well, these Tigers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 is the count.
Not
1 ball,
close with that
2 strikes.
one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Tyler Ferguson appears to be getting loose. Leclerc, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
3.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and that's the first out. Colt. Heat up now for the Tigers. In the air, left field. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach McKinstry. He's 0 for 1. Out towards right center field. Butler on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one out front that time.
0-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And that's the strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. It's welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. First
Ball,
pitch
that's it.
misses. Chopped left side. Harris on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Andujar right there to make the grab. Out number 2. And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Two-seam fastball has been very consistent. He's been able to throw it to both sides of the plate and some really good arm side run.
Chopped to third. Slings it across. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. There's a strike. Next offering is outside. Right through there for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And ball 1.
Damn.
Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And a foul ball. The Tigers leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one is in for a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time today. incredible. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Tigers 5 and the A's nothing. And we're back. And the batter now, Riley Green. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
0-2. Ball, that's low.
4,000.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Langoliers collects, fires to first, got him. One away on the strikeout. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Next
1
one
ball,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
0-2 is the
Well, there's a
count.
certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Brutal fucking inning at the plate
The
here.
game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. Hammered, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now batting third baseman, Holtz Keith.
Manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for
Jose
the
Leclerc
A's,
gets the ball now. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Jose
And
Leclerc.
now here is Colt Keith.
Oh,
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Tigers strand a pair. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Second baseman, Zach Gallo.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the
Canely,
count.
in his 11th season, he features a changeup,
Ball, that's
a
too high.
four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good eye in that spot. And that one missing low. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Green under it. One up, one down. J.J. Bleday getting ready to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's
That's the
see if
ball.
he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke
1
up
and
a
1.
little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right
1
now.
ball, 2 strikes.
And there's the ball.
These first 2 hitters
2
really
balls,
making him
2
work
strikes.
out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Miguel Andujar up next for the A's. Right through there for a strike. That one out to right. Vierling. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Zach McKinstry. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. The A's bullpen has some movement. Tyler Ferguson getting ready to go. And
Whoa.
2 pretty nasty sliders
No
to
ball, 2
get this
strikes.
hitter in an 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate. You got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Outside, that's a
that
ball.
one just misses. That's
Ball, that's in.
inside. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty.
Meadows.
Now, Parker Meadows. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting. Right
Now the
fielder,
number
Matt
2 hitter,
Vierling.
Matt Vierling. He's already homered here in this one. That's
Ball,
inside.
that's inside.
And that is ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you
2
can
balls,
struggle, you can
1
lose your
strike.
mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy
Hey!
does.
And it's even up.
2-2
Meadows
count.
leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Right side. Butler under it. Makes the grab. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom 9. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. And it's fouled away. Kicks and fires. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball
Yep, that
is
ball went out.
outside. Just
ball.
off the outside corner. 2-2. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Down to third baseman, Brett Harris. Just
Ball 1.
missed. And
Ball,
another
that pitch is
ball.
out.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
The Tigers leading by 5. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
They're down to their final strike. The Athletics down to their final strike. Got a good eye there.
That turns out to be a really
One ball,
good
two
take
strikes,
right there,
Miguel.
but you don't want to end this game with the...
Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
Yay!
In this one.
All right, I gotta
Chris
stop.
Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
John Jambi. Boog Jambi. Only one dinger today. It's okay. Some days you only get one dinger. All right. Thanks for being here. See you next time.